you back then. I'm leaving without you, and I won't be coming back. What is this?
Hello?
Hello? What is this material?
You have no idea what's going on here, do you?
What if Brick wasn't the hero, but the villain all along? This recap is about to start a war in the comments. The film begins with Tim, a game developer who is in the middle of a serious work meeting at home when his internet suddenly goes down. Frustrated, he drifts into memories of happier times with his wife, especially the painful moment when she was rushed to the hospital during a difficult pregnancy that ultimately led to the loss of their child. Suddenly, Tim's wife returns home unexpectedly, making him nervous. Together, they meet the building manager, who informs them that renovations are nearly complete and the building covers will be removed soon. A helicopter flies overhead, and the manager mentions a massive fire at the port. As they continue, Tim's wife shows him her old car, freshly repaired. Over pizza in the car, she suggests they move to Paris to start over, having quit her job. However, Tim is hesitant and refuses to leave his work behind. That night, despite lying together in bed, they remain distant and emotionally disconnected. The next morning, Tim's wife packs her bags and tells him she's leaving. But when she opens the door, she finds a strange wall of bricks blocking the exit. She initially thinks it's part of the renovation, but no one, including the workers, understands where the bricks came from. They check the windows, only to discover the same bricks block them. Attempts to break through with a drill fail. The bricks are indestructible and have cut off all phone and internet signals. They notice that phones behave erratically near the bricks. Tim's wife then uses a drill, but even that leaves no mark. The couple is stunned to realize the entire building has been surrounded. A scream from a neighboring room reveals others are also trapped. They break through a wall and meet a man and a woman in the adjacent unit. The man reveals they were only renting for a night and are equally confused. Everyone is tense, and Tim's wife comforts the woman as they confirm that water and other essentials have been cut off. Tim compares their situation to a video game, which angers his wife. After an argument, Tim smashes his phone and notices something odd. The phone's chip sticks to the wall. Realizing the wall has magnetic properties, he and his wife experiment by sticking iron objects to it. They discover the magnetic field is strongest in square patterns. Suddenly, the metal objects fly violently at Tim, injuring him. His wife removes the pieces and bandages him. They return to the neighbor's room only to find the woman unconscious and the man, Marvin, violently attacking Tim. Tim's wife uses pepper spray to subdue him. Marvin's wife claims her husband is unstable due to drug use. The group finds a storeroom with a large hammer, but Marvin warns it won't break the bricks. Tim's wife, who is an architect, proposes accessing the basement through the floor. Suspecting the old war-era building has a bomb shelter connected to an escape route, they break through the floor and try to involve a reclusive elderly neighbor, who initially refuses to help due to limited resources. But his granddaughter convinces him to cooperate. As they all descend, they discover hidden cameras and suspect the building manager is watching them. When they break into his apartment, they find him dead, his hands severed and blood everywhere. Marvin vomits, and his wife follows him to the bathroom while Tim's wife is left terrified. Tim discovers surveillance photos on the manager's phone and realizes he had been documenting the strange walls. Meanwhile, they learn about a massive fire outside through a news article, suggesting a possible link. Suddenly, the floor collapses and Tim, Marvin, and Marvin's wife fall into the lower level. The granddaughter prepares to follow and is handed a gun by her grandfather, who chooses to stay behind. She takes him with her instead to the basement. They meet a man named Yuri, who claims to be visiting his late friend, the previous resident. Yuri insists the walls are a defense system triggered by the fire and meant to protect everyone. He provides no concrete evidence, but shows his friend's dead body, suggesting he died from a heart attack. Suspicious, the group debates whether to risk leaving or remain inside. Ultimately, most decide to continue searching for a way out. That move forward, they discover the same unbreakable bricks blocking a potential tunnel exit. Marvin, frustrated, shoots at the wall, but the bullets bounce back. One hits the elderly neighbor, killing him. His granddaughter is devastated and blames Marvin, who apologizes repeatedly. Later, they share personal traumas, including Tim and his wife revealing the loss of their baby. This leads to another emotional confrontation between the couple. The group splits to investigate further. Tim's team finds a hidden room behind the building manager's wall, protected by a password-locked device. Using fingerprint powder, they narrowed down the code. Meanwhile, others discover Yuri's friend was working on nanotech defense systems. Yuri remains evasive, and when they find his friend's destroyed phone and laptop, suspicions deepen that a paper with a cryptic code may be the key to unlocking the wall. Yuri, increasingly unstable, claims ghosts will attack if the wall is opened. Tim's team finds surveillance footage showing the moment the nanotech wall expanded across the building. They also discovered that Yuri strangled his friend. When they confront him, Yuri kills the old man's granddaughter. Tim and Marvin fight him off, and Marvin shoots Yuri before turning the gun on himself in despair after losing his wife, who was consumed by the wall. Now only Tim and his wife are left. Grieving, they reconcile and vow to escape. Using Yuri's friend's phone app, they manage to activate a light-based sequence on the wall. But Yuri, still alive, attacks again. After a tense fight in the basement, Tim's wife kills Yuri with a hammer. The couple escapes through the tunnel and finds their car drive away. A radio broadcast reveals the truth. The fire had triggered the nanotech defense system, which has now engulfed the entire city. To survive, someone must shut it down. The film ends with the couple driving toward an uncertain future, determined to find a way out. Absolutely. While the brick wall initially appeared to be a high-tech defense system designed to protect the residents from an external threat, it slowly revealed a much darker truth. It wasn't just keeping danger out, it was trapping people in. The wall was indestructible, magnetic, and seemingly intelligent, reacting to attempts to escape with lethal consequences. As more secrets unraveled, it became clear that the wall wasn't just a barrier. It was part of a deadly system possibly designed for control, surveillance, or worse. The moment it consumed Marvin's wife and led to a string of deaths, it stopped being a symbol of safety and became the silent, monstrous villain of the entire story. Got a better theory? Drop it in the comments. The best take gets a shout out in our next video.